Fundamentals 10, being early with the backswing and getting to the ball. Being early in tennis is essential, particularly getting the racket back early and getting to the ball early, while being late in tennis is a major source of errors. It's part of every stroke, even the serve, believe it or not, so it has to become a solid habit. If you get your racket back late, you're going to have to rush your forward swing, and that will result in lots of errors, because if it's not a habit to get the racket back early, you'll be late a lot. If you look at the pros, they hold their racket out in front of them in the ready position with both hands while they wait for their opponent to hit the ball. This allows them to change their grip quicker and get the racket back quicker by taking the racket back with both arms rather than with one arm due to the extra muscle of the extra arm. So when they go to hit the ball, they don't take the racket back like this, they take the racket back like this. So they get the racket back with both hands, and if they have a backhand grip and they want to hit a forehand, then they change the grip as they're taking the racket back. So here's the ready position, both hands in the racket, and you, instead of taking the racket back relatively slowly with one hand, you can get it back very quickly with two. Now that's not exactly the right swing, but you can see how much faster you can do it with two hands. I watched a video of Federer hitting with Wawrinka and looked at how soon Federer started taking his racket back after Wawrinka made ball contact. Federer didn't have to move to get to the ball. I stepped through the video frame at a time, and if Federer didn't have to move to get to the ball, it averaged about 1/3 of a second, and the racket was all the way back in about 1 second. The video was taken at 30 frames per second, and Federer started the racket back 8 to 10 frames after Wawrinka made ball contact, and it was typically all the way back after 30 frames, which is 1 second. Equally important is to quickly position your body to make hitting the ball as easy as possible, which may involve running to get to the ball if it's hit away from you, or getting out of the way of the ball if it's hit right at you. Looking at the same video, I saw Federer start to move toward a ball hit away from him after only 8 to 10 frames. Again, about 1/3 of a second. It appears that for both getting the racket back and moving to the ball, the delay is simply his reaction time. He moves as soon as possible. Getting the racket back early and getting to the ball early will reduce errors in any stroke you hit.